What's going on, everybody? This is Afro Think Tank. Okay, I need to clear something up before the hateful, xenophobic agents of white supremacy use it against me and use it against African people to continue to separate us. I made a video yesterday. We were having a ceremony where my age group club was ascending to the next age group club, and we were jumping around the village, doing it's almost like carnival. It's where if any black people, if you're doing the Labor Day parade, all the people down there in St. Louis doing the parades down there, all the Caribbean carnivals, understand this is what you saw in that video is where it all comes from. We've been doing that shit for thousands of years, all right? But there was a word that was said, oibo, oibo. Now you're gonna hear some people try to say it means white man, and they wanna make it sound like they're calling me a white man, as if they think I'm a white man, right? But that's not what oibo means. Oibo means man who comes from overseas, person who comes from overseas. The reason why people think it's oibo means white man, because white men are the only ones that's not afraid to come over here. And we're not talking about the goddamn colonized white people. Well, yeah, we probably are, right? But we're talking about the white people who are not afraid to get on a plane and go to Nigeria and enjoy all it has to offer, right? It just means man or person who's coming from overseas, because it's not something that happens often, because there's not a massive tourist industry in Nigeria, right? Just like there's not a massive tourist industry in a lot of African countries. Oibo can apply to anybody that goes overseas and come back. If you are a Nigerian, ask any Nigerian that's currently in America right now, that's in the UK, that's in France, that's in Canada, that was born in Nigeria, but left and came here. When they go home, they are oibo, all right? So when they call me oibo, it's not derogatory, it's not disrespectful at all. So don't let these non-linguistic freaking experts try to tell you that it means white people. It just means they don't speak English. They don't understand linguistics. They look at everything from an American white point of view, and they have no other perspective at all. So if you come to Nigeria and they call you oibo, do not get offended. Do not let them make you think that they calling you a white guy. Because when I first came here, because somebody tried to tell me that shit, and I was like, look, I ain't no white. I tell them right, I say, do I look white to you? I say it. They're like, no. Oibo, and they explain to me what oibo means, all right? So the kid's going to call you oibo. It's a term of endearment. They're recognizing that you are in their home. You have come from overseas all the way to their place just to see them, just to be around them. And they love you for it, because these people are peaceful people. They don't have the same mindset as people coming to destroy and kill and rob. These people are organic, you understand? And y'all wonder why I like to come to the village. Same reason why I like to go to North Carolina, why I like to go to South Carolina, why I like to go to Georgia. Same type of people. Country folks are better. Who the hell wants to live in a city? The only reason to live in the city is to get a job. When you step outside, what's beautiful about the city? Concrete buildings? What's beautiful about the city? They got to put trees up. When you're in the city, y'all go to the park because you're looking for a tree. There's nothing beautiful about the city. The city is a disgusting, piss and shit infested concrete jungle. I'd rather be in nature. I'd rather be around people that are not savage to each other. Because when you go to a city, people become savage because they live in a savage environment. And it doesn't matter what city you go to, whether you're in New York, whether you go to Lagos, it don't matter. City produces the same kind of people. People are hustling, cutthroat, trying to freaking take each other's head off to get $1. People are rushing to work, traffic, smog, soot, disgusting piss and shit. That's the city. I want to be in the country. I like the country. I'm a country folk. I'm from D.C. I know you guys don't believe it, but people from D.C. are Southern. We're just the top, or we're just like the top of the Southern. Do you know where the Mason-Dixon line is? The Mason-Dixon line is above D.C., above Maryland. I am from the country. I like the country. That's why I enjoy the country. And black folks are country folks. We are farmers. We are country folk through and through, period. And you ain't going to find no peace better than the country. That's why I like going to the Caribbean, because it's country. I do not want to go 6,500 miles away from Washington, D.C. to go sit in Lagos and be in another city that smell like shit and piss. Okay? And I'm not saying Lagos smell like shit and piss, but I'm just saying all cities to me smell like shit and piss. All of them. Every one of them. France is fucking disgusting. Right? All cities, shit and piss. Just too many people in one place, clustered. I don't like that shit. There's a lot of earth to be had. There's a lot of earth that you can enjoy. And I'd be damned if I'm gonna spend my life clustered up with a bunch of people that clustered together so they can go to the same job and be slaves to some corporation. Because guess what? Those goddamn rich people that own all of us, they don't sit in the city. And if they do, they have some big ass tower somewhere away from the rest of us. And then they go off to their mansions in the country where they can enjoy a higher quality of life. Okay? So so when people say, oh, it's like it's brave that I'm coming all the way out here. No, it makes sense that I'm coming out to the country. My blood pressure is 120/80. Okay? I'm eating all day long and I can't seem to gain any goddamn weight. All the food here is organic. I can't help it but to eat organic. I can't find processed food. It's almost impossible. You understand? Okay? It's a much better quality of life. Yeah, you're missing some amenities. There are some amenities that's missing. But when you go to Georgia, North Carolina, when you go to the country, guess what? They're going to be some amenities are missing. But what you get in exchange is much better than what you're missing in the city. Trust and believe. So when I come to Nigeria, I don't want to be in the city. Because a city is a city is a city. A bunch of concrete buildings, a bunch of cars, a bunch of smog, a bunch of people going and coming from work, and a bunch of slaves that can party on the weekends. That's it. People out here, they don't have to do any of this. They don't have to de-stress on Saturday and Sunday because they're de-stressing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It's a continuous de-stressing situation. That's just what it is. But like I said, the original point of this video is oibo means man or woman that comes from overseas. And if you're a Nigerian, born in Nigeria, and they know that you're born in Nigeria and you leave to go to school and you come back, you're oibo, and there's nothing, absolutely nothing derogatory about it. I repeat, do not get offended, and don't let them equate that with the word akata, which akata by itself means wildcat. It does not mean, it's nothing derogatory towards African Americans. They are using the fact that you guys don't know anything linguistically about how the English is spoken here and how African people use languages, right, to make you feel like you're being disrespected. Keep in mind, African American vernacular, we change words all the time. Words mean different things. I can say, man, that's cool as shit, right? The word cool clearly has its own defined in English definition, but we will change it because it means something else, right? We can say that's cool as shit. That's tight as shit. That's bad as shit. That's dope as shit. All meaning exactly the same thing. Now, we understand that. So when you come over here, understand we got our linguistic freaking muscles from these people. So when they say, oh, oibo, they're just saying, man, that dude came from overseas. He just came to visit. He's over here with us. That's what it means. All right? Anyway, that's all I got to say. Afro Think Tank. Learn some T-Tongue. I'm out.